And America was learning the truth.
Brooke, what are your measurements?
I'm 5'10" and 120.
I think when people see you, they don't realize how tall and slim you are. Let me stand up with you, because I'm 5'5", and I'm wearing high heels.
My heels are probably, well, maybe not as high.
So stand, because we haven't really seen you standing next to someone.
Yeah.
Very hard when you got a little kid this size to keep her down to size, isn't it? But what about the people who say she had no childhood? And accuse you. You took away her childhood.
But I'm still going through my childhood, so I can't say that I didn't.
Sitting here like this is going through your childhood. And accuse you. You took away her childhood.
Do you feel like you missed out on a normal childhood?
What childhood? I don't know what that means.
A lost childhood and a loss of innocence. He blames the adults.
And accuse you. You took away her childhood.
Just a little boy, flesh and blood, isn't he?
Sitting here like this is going through your childhood?
Don't we get to look before we buy?
Kids, you can look all you want. Just don't break the merchandise.
Hey, how do we know she is a virgin?
I'll bid $100.
Yeah!
I'm bidding $120.
I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded. Literally. Didn't even know it. It wasn't until I was old enough to realize what they were and what they wanted and what they were about and the types of people that were surrounding me till I went, oh my God, they were everywhere like vultures.
Remember, gentlemen, she's as fresh as a baby's lips.
Cash.
I got cash. $400.
Jesus Christ. Who is he, Rockefeller? You Rockefeller? You Rockefeller?
I can tell you that the number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia. That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
The casting couch. The casting couch. The casting couch.
But the person that knows who did it and knows who he is watching right now, I guarantee you. Yeah.
Intriguing.
Yeah. There was a circle of older men that surrounded themselves around this group of kids. And they all had either their own power or connections to great power in the entertainment industry.
one of the commercials that we want to do is, I mean, again, it's going to be all different characters, but one of them should be Brooke herself answering some of the, some of the controversy that's been going on about sex and right.
Actually talking. Because so many teenagers, because I'm a teenager, they relate, say, to me.
Yeah, sure.
So if they look at me as, something to answer their questions.
The idol, and I think it's important that in some way you answer this stuff.
Thought beauty must be as isolating as genius. When people look at you, they're so dazzled you must never know if they actually see you. The deep and complicated person you really are. I felt that about you instantly.
My mother warned me about boys like you. Mama said he's only interested in my Calvins.
Calvin Klein jeans.
$300. Will you take a check?
What would I do with a check?
Brooke Shields, she's a beautiful doll.
It's the Brooke Shields doll with long, beautiful hair you can style in so many ways. To make believe she's a model, you can pose her and pretend she's a teenage star. There's even a ring for you. Thanks, Brooke.
Brooke Shields, she's a beautiful doll.
With extra outfits that fit almost any fashion doll, each sold separately. Brooke Shields doll comes with a ring, brush, and stand from LJN.
Okay. I just cut off my hair. Dude. But it looks like me, doesn't it? Brains you're born with. A great body you have to work at every day. You have to stretch it to the limit. Push it harder than you really want to. and pull more than your own weight. So get smart. Join Chicago Health and Racquetball Club today and get 50% off dues.
Join any participating Chicago Health Club today. Get 50% off dues.
Because a strong mind looks a lot prettier on a strong body. Actually.
All right, and how do you get flexible?
It's really good. As I said, I pull the hamstrings, so it's good to stretch out your hamstrings. And you start with your hands pressing against the ball of your foot. And trying to keep your back as straight as possible.
All right.
And then as you slide your legs down, you put your head over.
You know, flexibility is not my strong suit, but look at her.
What's important is to try to, a lot of people lock their knees and bounce over. You should try to
just ease down to it,
ease down. And it's all right if your knees are buckled just a little bit. And the point is to just try to relax.
And look at this. Look how far you can go down. And look at me, Brooke.
Well,
old and bent over and tired. Close to death here. Trying to stay up with young Brooke Shields.
No. It's actually, I remember when I could never do this, too. It takes time.
Yeah.
And then I usually go to second position. Now, I can't, a lot of people can go with their legs completely
Brooke, you've got the longest legs in the whole world. Do you mind if I can still sit on this thing? Okay, there you go.
And then what you do is you just try to put them as far as you can. It doesn't matter if they can only go out to here, that's fine too. The point is to try to push it as hard as you can. And what you do is you walk down and relax. Now,
I'm really taking a walk, aren't I? This is murder.
No, it's actually, this is very good for the hamstrings.
Now, is this how you hurt your hamstring?
This is how, I did hurt it doing splits. This helps me try to stretch it out. Now, this leg is more, I say, tight than the other. So you walk down and try to relax and stretch out.
And now the other one. Let's take a walk down here.
And the point is you try to keep the opposite hip on the floor so that you do feel it in the hamstrings.
Right.
And your shoulders should be square to the ground.
Form is really everything, isn't it?
Yes. And then you do then you do it in the center. Now, so many people, I can't do this. They can go all the way down. I can get to about here.
And I can get to about here.
You try to keep the opposite hip on the floor so that you do feel it in the hamstrings.
Right.
And your shoulders should be square to the ground.
He's just trying to manipulate me.
Yes, I am.